Hey, welcome to my channel. My name is Lauren and I'm so excited for today's video because I will be sharing my review of the Myolift QT microcurrent device. In this video, I'm going to share everything you need to know about microcurrent. I'll share why the Myolift QT is unique, and then I'll show you how to use it. If you're new here, my channel is mostly about beauty and skincare, and so if you like product reviews like this, I'd love if you subscribed and joined my community. All right, let's get into the review. Microcurrent technology uses small amounts of electricity to re-educate your muscles, so it stimulates and strengthens your face and neck muscles, bringing back lost definition, but it also has a lot of other benefits for your skin. Microcurrent gets the skin's blood flowing and it brings oxygen and other nutrients that our skin requires to remain healthy to the surface. And then it also continues to circulate the blood and removes carbon dioxide and waste that your skin doesn't need. So that whole process will help clear up and reduce your acne because the renewed oxygenating process in your skin will create that unstable environment for bacteria to live in. It can also reduce acne pock marks, which is acne scarring, because it breaks up scar tissue over time. Microcurrent also has other benefits. It can lift jowls and eyebrows and increase your product penetration. So anything you put on your skin before you use your microcurrent device will be driven deeper into the skin. So before you apply the conductive gel, if you apply a hydrating serum, it will just allow your skin to reap more of those benefits of that hydrating serum. Microcurrent also increases your skin's cellular energy, and that helps to create that collagen and elastin. So it's literally producing collagen and elastin in your skin, which depletes year over year about 1% after the age of, I want to say it's like 25 to 30. So definitely helpful to just keep giving you that youthful, plumped up look. Microcurrent is also great to use right before an event because it makes your skin look really glowy and lifted. So you'll see results immediately after you use it, but then the results are cumulative. So it's like a gym for your face. One use, you'll see a difference. It's like when you work out your shoulders and you see that little pump. Same thing with the microcurrent device, but with continued use, you will see long-lasting results. And I love that you can achieve all of those benefits with an at-home device. You don't have to go to the spa if you don't want to. It's like a non-invasive facelift. It's also a great alternative to Botox or even filler. And then when you achieve the results you want, so you feel like you're lifted and toned and you're starting to look like your old self again, then you go into maintenance mode and you can cut back on the number of treatments that you do every week. And they actually don't say you have to treat it every day like other microcurrent devices out there. You can do this one 2 to 3 times a week and still see amazing results. And I'll explain more about that later in this video. So I mentioned that this is a good alternative to Botox and filler, and that's a very common question is, can you use this with Botox and filler? And yes, you can. And that's good for me because I do Botox and filler. Microcurrent stimulates the muscles and activates them while Botox freezes the muscles. So if you've just had Botox done in a certain area, you might want to avoid using microcurrent right there, at least for 2 weeks or so, because it could undo the effects of the Botox. However, if you are in the phase where the Botox is starting to run out, like me, so I have my movement back, I'm actually scheduled to go in for my appointment next week, then a microcurrent might be a better technology to use, and then you could avoid using Botox altogether. Oh, I just turned this on. So it will take some time for your muscles to reactivate and help build and tone the firmness instead of getting lax, which actually happens from the Botox because you're basically putting the muscle to sleep for a few months. And with microcurrent, you're re-educating those muscles and waking them back up so that they firm and tighten the skin. Okay, it's off. So another question that I kind of touched on earlier is, do you need to do treatments daily? And you can, but you don't need to. And if you work the whole area one day, then you want to take a day or two off to avoid muscle fatigue. So you can do like your mouth and jowls one day, your cheeks and under eyes, and then your forehead. I mean, break it up however you want if you want to use it daily. But I like that you don't have to because I am not the most regular device user. I would say for me, 2 to 3 times a week is much more realistic for just my regular skincare routine. So I like that you can do this and it doesn't have to be every day and you will still see results. So they say 2 to 3 times a week for the first 3 months, and then as you see those results, you can cut back and then just go into maintenance mode. And another good question is, can you use this with other treatments? So like microneedling, LED, radio frequency, all those things. And yes, you can. They actually work very well together. They're not going to interfere with each other's effectiveness. Okay, this is a myth that I saw another blogger talking about, that microcurrent can make your jaw area bigger. And then when I was interviewing the team at Myolift, I asked them, and they actually said that the muscles in our face are very delicate. They're not going to bulk up from using a microcurrent device. They said to think of it like when you're lifting weights at the gym, it actually can help your body slim down and tone up. Bulking your muscles at the gym is really challenging, and it takes a lot of effort and eating protein and all of those things. Your face is even more hard to make bulk up. So microcurrent lifts and tones, and it will give you a more sculpted jaw. It will chisel and tighten, but it's not going to make you bulk. So just so you know. One thing that microcurrent doesn't do is it's not going to replace areas where you've experienced fat loss. And fat loss is something that happens as we age. It's just the way it goes. And unfortunately, microcurrent cannot replenish fat loss, whereas filler could. But microcurrent can tighten the skin around the area and help it look less hollow. Who is not a candidate for microcurrent? If you are pregnant, if you've had heart surgery in the past year, if you have a pacemaker, metal implants or screws, you've had any sort of recent facial operation or procedure, if you've had recent chemo or radiation, if you have epilepsy, diabetes, heart conditions, they say to just steer clear of microcurrent. When I say metal implants, I don't mean dental work or piercings in your face. You can actually use microcurrent safely with all of that going on. You might want to take the piercings out, but you don't have to. It's really just for your own peace of mind. Okay, so now let's get into why the Myolift devices are unique. All of them are FDA cleared for use on the neck and above. So it's important to note that you don't want to use any microcurrent devices on your trachea or the thyroid. So basically just avoid like the center of your neck. And the reason you want to do that is because the thyroid is a gland that's responsible for producing hormones and have a direct influence on many of the functions in our bodies. So if you're using anything right here, it can actually stimulate the thyroid gland and interfere or disrupt the thyroid functions, and you don't want to do that. That could affect the most random things like weight fluctuations, or you have extreme fatigue, soreness of the body, and it could even impact fertility. So just avoid this area right here. And one thing about the QT is that you have to have a smartphone if you want this device. You have to download this app on your phone. It works for iPhone or Android. And to be honest, I was very wary of this feature. I thought it would be annoying because I was like, okay, once I learn the pattern, I'm not gonna wanna have to have my phone there the whole time, but it's actually super easy and very helpful because the videos guide you on what you're supposed to do. They make sure you have the proper form, show you the amount of time you should be doing it. And then what's also unique about the QT compared to other devices is that it can go up to 400 microamps. So many other devices that are purchased for at-home use don't go up this high. Like I'm pretty sure nuface, most of them go up to 335. Foreo, I think, is in the 200s. Don't quote me on the other brands' numbers. I do know that Myolift is one of the highest for at-home use. So especially like if you compare the price, like this whole thing, and I'll go through everything that comes in the box, you get quite a bit. It's $2.99, and then I also have a discount code that I will link below if you want to try it. But $2.99 for everything you get is such a good deal, and I would say like comparable to the other brands, except it goes up in microamps and it has the guided tutorials, so you really know that you're doing it right. I think you actually get a lot of bang for your buck with the Myolift QT. Another thing I like about the Myolift just company as a whole is when you purchase the device, you get access to an additional education portal online. They also have free webinars that you can watch, and they really want you to love your device and see results. So they're gonna make sure, okay, we have all of the resources out there for you to follow. You can learn how to do this and just lift your face. It's awesome. Okay, so when you open the box, you get the device, and then you get a 2-ounce, this is the Restore Anti-Aging Conductive Treatment Gel, and this is unique because it has skincare ingredients like peptides, hyaluronic acid, green tea, and neroli. So this will help to heal, hydrate, and brighten your skin. And then it comes with these conductive masks. So these are good for hands-free use. And what I like about these is you don't have to use conductive gel with them. So you can apply them directly to clean skin, or you can use them over a water-based serum of your choice or a sheet mask. I'm not a huge sheet mask fan, so I just apply these directly to my skin. And then you can see it has like sticky here, so you definitely want to keep these little plastic sheets handy. You also get the charging cord, of course, and then you get this little separator cord that attaches to one of the conductive masks. So you plug it in to each side there. And I saw on their website that they sell another cord that actually has like a connector to attach these to 2 more of these little conductor wires. So you could do your mouth and your forehead at the same time. I actually really do love the hands-free option because I'll just put it on, set the app video, it goes for 10 minutes, and then I can turn my screen off, like go on Instagram or just go to work and just let it do its thing. So the hands-free option I think is probably one of my favorite features of the whole device. I'm pretty sure that this wire also works with their microcurrent gloves. So it's these gloves you put on your hands and you can do this whole treatment just with like, I want to say it's like facial massage. I don't have the gloves yet, but I really want them because they look awesome. And I've had one facial where they used microcurrents on me. It was, I want to say it was at Rescue Spa in New York City. It was like one of the best facials I've ever had. I highly recommend you go there. But my skin looked so good. I've never been complimented more on my skin than after that facial. Microcurrent really does make an immediate difference in your appearance. All right, so before your first use, you charge your device for 3 to 4 hours and then download the app on your phone. It was really easy to find in the App Store, but they also give you a card with the little scanner codes. I forget what these are called, but we all know how to use them now after this last 2 years because all the menus at restaurants are scanned with these codes. So super easy to do. You scan it on your phone and then it pulls up the App Store and then you just download the app and it's free. So once you log into the app, then you're gonna select what treatment you wanna do, and you can treat anywhere from the neck, the jaw, your jowls, your eyes, neck, forehead. You can create your own treatment. I mean, really anywhere here and up except, again, this middle area, just avoid right here. And I like how it splits them up so you can pick them based on how much time you have. They tell you how long each treatment is, or you could do their full face guided treatment, which is only 15 minutes long for your whole face and neck. And then if you're going to use the wand device directly on the skin, this is now when you would apply the conductive gel. I do like that this has skincare infused into it. And then they also sell bigger containers and these jars of the gel. I actually kind of like the idea of the jar because you could just like tap your hand and then slap it on. They also have 2 other gels available. So this one is the Restore, but then they also have one that is soothing and then another one that's clarifying. So if you have acne prone skin, that's just gonna help infuse those skincare benefits even further. And then if you're gonna use the gloves or the masks, you don't need any gel at all. Before you start, I recommend that you take before photos so you can see the difference of how just one treatment really does change your appearance. So you want to start with a freshly washed face. You can use it over toner or serums, but you don't have to. It's not necessary. It will just help their benefits go even deeper. And then make sure that the device is turned on and connected in the app. And then you select which area you want to treat. There's a video tutorial right in the app, but sometimes when I'm following the video tutorial in the app, she goes faster than I do. And so I like that you can pause it, you can go back. You don't have to follow the video exactly as it goes. And then you can also select low or high intensity. And then the way you know that you're connected to the app, like, cause I mean, honestly, unless it's zapping you, you don't really know if it's turned on. So the app has this little green, like, sensor bar. And if it's green, that means that it's connected to your device and it's working. But honestly, you will probably feel just a little bit. And then these 2 blue lights right here, when they're going, this will show you the level of intensity. So if 1 light is on, then it's low, and then if 2 lights are on, then you're on the setting that is high. Okay, so this is one area where I am grateful for the guided tutorials because I'm still trying to wrap my head around this and truly understand it. So the Myolift has 2 waveform settings, and there's an option to select either one, but it actually does matter which one you select for which area of your face. So they have stretch, which helps to relax muscles, and then they have lift to shorten and tighten muscles up. So the stretch setting works to lengthen facial muscles beneath the skin. You would use this on muscles that contract when they're used. So these would be the muscles that we use to express emotion. So it would be like smile lines, frown lines, bunny lines, crow's feet. I mean, really anything like scowling, these 11s right here. So the stretch setting is going to lengthen and relax these muscles and it just helps smooth them out. So the skin that lies above these muscles will just look smoothed and rejuvenated. And then the lift setting works to shorten the facial muscles beneath the skin. So this would be on areas that start to sag or droop as we age. This is just the natural aging process, unfortunately. It would be areas like your cheeks, your jowls, your eyelids, under eyes, the neck area. Lift will help shorten these muscles and tighten them. So if you're using the Myolift to treat muscles with the wrong setting, you might not be receiving the full benefit of the microcurrent facial. And that is why I like the guided tutorial, at least while I'm still learning how to use the device, because it just tells you when to change it up as you're using it. So it's just like follow the routine. Okay, now I'm gonna change it back to lift, or I'm gonna change it to stretch and just go from there. And then one thing I noticed when I was using this little wand was the gel dries up really fast on me. And they say during a treatment, people use anywhere from a teaspoon to a tablespoon. It really just depends on how dry your skin is. I don't know how much I used because I was just pumping as I was going. But it's kind of hard to apply the gel and keep up with the video. So I noticed that in the tutorial videos, they all have those brushes where they brush it on. And I feel like that would be faster than me having to set the device down, pump it out, put it on, rewind the video, and then start. So just something to note, maybe get one of those brushes because I think it would just keep the process moving. Okay, so what does it feel like? I mentioned it feels zappy. It doesn't hurt, it's just kind of tingly, and that's very normal. It could also mean that you're using too much or too little of the gel, or that your skin's dehydrated, but it is normal to feel zapping. And then you'll notice that there might be some flashing around the eye area. That's normal too. As you go around your mouth, the metallic taste, that's normal too. It's a pH reaction to the electrical current. It has nothing to do with fillings or metal in your mouth. One thing that kind of concerned me while I was using this was it vibrates quite a bit. So the reason it vibrates is because it's showing you that it's conducting current, but it's also when you take it off and put it back on the skin. So it's showing you that, yes, okay, we're conducting again. So you can see in the app if the green bar is on, but also the vibration will notify you. And honestly, because I had to keep on lifting off to apply more gel and putting it back on, I thought the vibration was excessive. But I think it's just the way it is. So now that I actually know what that means, I think it won't concern me as much because it's like, okay, now it's working. Here we go. Let's keep moving. But just so you know, the vibration is normal. Something else I'm very happy to learn is that microcurrent is safe to use on your eyelids and close to around your eyes. Literally the only area they said not to use it is right here. But I mean, I love that because I do have those eyelids that I can tell are gonna be droopy as I get older. And so if I start using microcurrent regularly on them now, hopefully it will just push off the droopiness or never happen at all. All right, so I'm gonna do a quick 4-minute tutorial on the neck area and just show you guys what it's like to use this tool. So select that in the app. I have my phone over here. And then it's a 4-minute treatment and it tells you the conductivity is red. That means it's not currently going. And then you can set the intensity level. I always start on high, and then if I decide it's too much, I will turn it back down to low. And then the waveform mode, you see that it says lift. So let's get started.
Let's begin the neck lift treatment. Apply conductive gel to one side of your neck. Set your intensity level to low.
I'm gonna try it on high.
Work in vertical moves from the base of your neck moving up.
Did you hear that vibrate?
Can be done 3 times and held for 4 seconds.
So you don't need to go fast. You go slow and then hold it. I have it on high and it's really not bad.
work in horizontal moves. Start from the outside of the trachea and slide across your neck. Do each section 3 times. Hold each move for 4 seconds.
It's hard to not go fast. The video helps you stay on pace. Like the holding for 4 seconds is not easy to count out. It's definitely zappy on high, but it's not painful. Okay, so now you apply to the other side.
Now we will work on the other side of the neck. Apply conductive gel to your neck. Work in vertical moves from the base of your neck moving up. Each section can be done 3 times and held for 4 seconds. Next, work in horizontal moves. Start from the outside of the trachea and slide across your neck. Do each section 3 times. Hold each move for 4 seconds.
Okay, it's making my arm spasm, so I'm turning it down. All right, so that's the neck treatment. So when you're done using this, the video will end. Turn off the device, close out the app, rinse off the conductive gel. This is not a leave-on gel. You do have to wash it off, and then start your skincare routine. Another thing I appreciate in the app is that there's an FAQ section that answers so many more of your questions. So if you have any questions, literally download the app and you can find them all. They're probably also on their website. But I love how you definitely look glowy and lifted immediately after use. And I actually really do enjoy using the masks because I don't have to follow any tutorials. I just put them on and do my thing. I definitely want to get that splitter so I can do the forehead and the eyes at the same time. The only thing I wish they had with the masks was one that could go on my jaw and like the sides of the neck, because then you could just put these on and go. If you're just going to use the mask, if you get the splitter, you could do these at the same time and then your eyes separately. So, I mean, it would be more time consuming, but it's hands-free and you can use your phone while they're on, so you can just set it and go. Whereas one area that I really want to focus on is this little guy right there, unfortunately, and there's no mask for that. But then I could just go in and watch the videos and do this really quick. I mean, you kind of figure out your routine, what works for you. Okay, so there are consumables. Obviously, if you use the conductive gel, this will run out. You'll have to purchase more. The pricing isn't that bad. And again, I do have a discount code that will always be linked in my bio. So every time you need to repurchase, you can just use that code. And then each mask, they say, is good for 10 to 12 uses. So if you're using them a couple times a week, it might be a new mask every month. But I mean, that's if you want to use the mask. So you don't have to repurchase everything all the time. It's just whatever you use up. Some people say they get more than 10 to 12 uses out of the masks. They just keep them on this little plastic thing and really make sure their face is clean before they use it. That will just extend the lifespan of these. So if you've tried that, let me know. And I'd love to know like how many uses you've gotten out of these. So far, I've used mine 2 times. And I love them. They're still sticky, they stay in place. They cover every area. I also appreciate that they sell the masks in bundles on their website, and they sell bigger containers of the gel. So if you need to restock, you actually save money if you buy more. I think that's really helpful. Thank you so much for watching. I would love to know if you tried any of the Myolift products or if you plan on getting them. And if you do, use my link because you do get a discount. And if you found this video helpful, I would love to hear about it in the comment section below. So share this video with a friend. Tell me if you've tried this device, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Bye.